Hi everyone! Today is August 2nd, 2020, and this is my persuasive speech. I am a mother to 4 children, 3 of which are going to be in school during the 2021 school year. The decision that KUSD has made to keep children at home and do virtual learning instead of attending physical school has not only affected me, but many other parents within the school district. I work full-time and have been considered an essential employee since this pandemic started. My fiance also works full-time. Not only that, but I am a full-time student trying to get my nursing degree, and now I have to find a way to become a teacher as well. At first, the school board gave us parents a survey asking us if we intended to keep our children home or if we intended to send them to school this year. 40% of those parents said that they wanted to keep their children at home, which means that 60% of those parents said that they wanted their kids in school, that they didn't have any means for the kids to be at home due to not having a daycare or they couldn't take off work. Whatever it may be, 60% of those parents needed their kids in school. When it came down to it, KUSD decided that they wanted to keep the kids at home and do virtual learning because it was just too difficult to social distance children. While I could agree that it could be extremely difficult to distance children, especially kids in elementary school, I feel like the decision was too quickly made without hearing the voices of the parents. I thought myself about what I would do in this situation. If I were on the school board, what kind of options I would be able to bring to the table, what kind of solutions I could come up with. This was mine. I think it would be beneficial if we told the high school students that they were able to do virtual learning rather than going to school. Not only are they old enough to be at home alone all day, if needed, but they also are more than capable of being independent learners and sitting there through a screen doing their work independently. Then I would take the middle schoolers and give them an option. See if the parents feel comfortable with keeping their kids at home doing independent virtual learning or if they wanted them to be in school. I would give the same option to the elementary school kids as the middle school kids, but split them up a little bit better. With the high school kids being at home, the middle school kids and the elementary school kids can now make use of the high school. So the class sizes could get smaller, the desks could be 6 feet apart, each child could have sanitizer and masks at their station, they would be apart, lunch would be served in the classroom, no recess, no music class, no gym class, just the core classes that these kids need in order to make it to the next grade, in order to learn something, in order to pass the test that they need to pass. Maybe make their days a little bit shorter, but I think that kids not being in school will be more damaging and harder for the parents to accommodate those kids that they need to sit down, especially parents like me who have multiple children who don't know how they're going to work full-time, go to school themselves full-time, and then do virtual learning with 3 different kids in 3 different grades doing 3 different lessons. It's extremely difficult, it's extremely stressful, and I think that with more hands in the pot and actually listening to the parents' concerns, the KUSD could have made a much better decision. And I think that these kids need socialization. They're getting depressed, they're getting anxious, they're wondering why they're stuck at home. They don't get to see anybody because everybody is being distanced, and now they're being told that they can't go to school. It's not only hard on them physically, it's hard on them mentally. It's hard on everybody. I think that KUSD needs to make a better informed decision and think about ways that we could make socially distancing the schools work. Bring the kids into different classes. There's so much that we could do as a community and as a district to really make sure that these kids are well educated and well taken care of and getting the education that they need this year. I feel like that KUSD made a decision without hearing the true voice of the parents. And I really understand their decision, but I don't think that they understood our decision as parents. Thank you so much for listening.